everyone, welcome back. We're at day 3, so it's our last day together. So today we're going to hear the story of how the 3 wise men, the Magi, travel following the star to find Jesus so that they can offer him praise and homage and bring him gifts. So today we have a craft and a snack, and the craft is going to be a little more involved today, so you're going to actually do a lot more. The crafts from the previous 2 days, there were things to do, but they were a little bit simpler. This one you're going to do a little bit more. And just a reminder too, this one's going to have some small pieces. So like I reminded you about the battery operated candle, this one's going to have some small pieces. So if you have little brothers and sisters, you're going to need to be very careful to make sure they can't get to these pieces. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed today's snack and craft and story. When Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of King Herod, behold, Magi from the east arrived in Jerusalem, saying, "Where is the newborn King of the Jews? We saw his star at its rising and have come to do him homage." When King Herod heard this, he was greatly troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. So Herod called the Magi secretly and ascertained from them the time of the star's appearance. He sent them to Bethlehem and said, "Go and search diligently for the child. When you have found him, bring me word that I too may go and do him homage." After their audience with the king, they set out, and behold, the star that they had seen at its rising preceded them until it came and stopped over the place where the child was. They were overjoyed at seeing the star, and on entering the house, they saw the child with Mary, his mother. They prostrated themselves and did him homage. They opened their treasures and offered him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And having been warned in a dream not to return to Herod, they departed for their country by another way. Hi, boys and girls. So now it is craft time for day 3. So you'll go to your day 3 bag and take out your craft for day 3. And here it is. And if you notice, there are a lot of little pieces in there. There's some googly eyes, and there's some sequins, and then some large popsicle sticks and some glitter foam pieces. So what you're going to do today with these is you're going to make the 3 wise men, or the Magi, who went to go visit Jesus. So you'll just dump all this out on the table in front of you, and very carefully, because the sequins will kind of stick. They stick inside the bag sometimes, and they stick to each other, and they'll stick to your fingers. So they're a little annoying, but once you get them on, they're really pretty. So you have 3 triangles with the tops cut off. These are going to be the clothes or the robes for the 3 wise men. So you have a green one, kind of a purplish blue one, and then a red one. Okay. And so let's separate those out, and I'll show you how I separated these in a minute. And then you have 3 of the large popsicle sticks, or kind of like tongue depressors, like what the doctor uses to look at your tongue. So let's place these at each spot with our red, green, and blue triangles. And then you're also going to have 3 heads, okay, or 3 circles. This is going to be for each of their heads. So put a head with each triangle and popsicle stick. And then you're going to have 3 beards, okay? So put a beard with each of them. Then you're going to have 3 different crowns. Put a crown with each of them. And then you're also going to have googly eyes. So each guy is going to need 2 googly eyes, right? Because we all have 2 eyes. So put 2 eyes with each of them. And I gave you a couple extra eyes. So if you drop one, lose one, you've got a couple of extra, okay? And then I just gave you some extra sequins. And sequins you can just kind of leave laying out, and we'll separate those as we go, okay? So I'm going to kind of lower my screen here a little bit so you can see how my guys are laid out. So I've got here, and then here, and then here, okay? That way I just know which pieces go with which guy, all right? So what you're going to do is just start gluing them together. So I'm just going to show you one on the video, and then you can do all 3 together. So the first thing you'll do is take your stick here and some glue, and first put glue up at the very top, like that, and then put your head on, okay? So you put your head on just like that, and kind of squeeze it on there, okay? And then right underneath his head,
you're going to put his body. So you can put glue either on the stick or on the paper. I'm going to put it on the stick right underneath his head and just come down about halfway down the stick to make sure there's enough glue there to hold his whole outfit. And I'm going to put that on just like this. So put that top of that triangle right underneath his head, kind of like it's a turtleneck, right? And hold that in place. Mine's slipping around a little bit. But hold that on there and let that dry. Okay, it should dry pretty quickly. Then we're going to put the crown on. So for the crown, you just put some glue at the bottom of the crown. Okay, and for the crowns, the wide part goes at the top and then the shorter part goes at the bottom. So put glue on the bottom there, and then I'm going to push that onto the top of his head, just like this. Okay, and there it is. And you can use glue stick or you can use like regular Elmer's glue. If you have a parent helping you with you, maybe they have a glue gun they can help you use, but the regular glue should work just fine. You might just have to give it a few more minutes to dry. So there he has his clothes, he has his head, and he has his crown. Okay. Then we'll put on his eyes. So like I said, you've got 2 eyes for each person. So you'll put some glue on the back of the eye, right? Not on the front of the eye, but on the back of the eye, and just put that on his face, kind of up close to the crown, right? Because your eyes are up high, not down low. So put his eye on there, and I'm going to grab another eye. And these are kind of sticky too. They kind of stick to your fingers. They're a little annoying, and you'll probably get some glue on your hands too. So you might need to stop and wash your hands, or maybe have like a wet washcloth there to wipe your hands off to make it a little bit easier. Okay, so now my wise man has 2 eyes, right? So now I want to put on his beard. So I'm going to put glue at the top here. So this is the top of his beard, and then the bottom part of this kind of round triangle, that's going to be the bottom of his beard. So I'm going to put some glue all the way across the top of that right there, like that. And then I'm going to put it on the bottom of his face. And as you see, you can see the ends here of his beard will kind of match up with the bottom of his face, like that. Okay, and then there's his beard. And then if you want to, you can take like a little brown marker and put a little nose on him if you want. Okay, and then we have these pretty sequins. Well, what do we do with these sequins? You can do lots of things with these. You can put some on his crown to make his crown sparkling pretty, and you can put some on his robe, like it's like fancy little buttons. So I'm going to put a few of those on real quick. So the sequins, if you notice when you hold them, they have a part that kind of dips in on one side, and on the other side, it kind of sticks out. So you want to put the glue on the side that kind of sticks out, okay? Because if you put it on the side that sticks in, it's not going to stick to your little wise man. So you put some glue on him, and then push that down, and it might take a few minutes to dry. But just kind of stick that on there. I'm going to do 3 little buttons on his little outfit here for him. And like I said, they're sticky and they're kind of hard to use. So if they don't work for you, don't worry about it. You can always take markers or colored pencils or crayons to decorate him as well. Okay. And you can do some pretty things like that. I'll do that with my marker in a minute and show how you can put some little decorations on him. And then I'm going to put one silver little sequin on his crown to give him a little extra sparkle. Okay. And then I'm going to take a marker. I think since I'm using the blue guy right now, I'm going to take a purple marker, and I'm going to put just some pretty little decorations on his robe. Okay. And there you see, I have a wise man. And so you'll make each one of those, and then you'll have 3 wise men. And since they're on the little popsicle sticks, you can actually pretend like they're traveling to see Jesus, right? So I hope that you enjoy this craft today, and I hope that you've had a lot of fun this week so far. And we'll have our snack next. All right, everyone. everyone. It is snack time here at day 3 at Virtual Christmas Vacation Bible School. So in today's story, we heard how the 3 wise men traveled, right, to see Jesus. And they traveled a very long time following the star until they found it resting over Jesus. And they were so happy. So think about a time when you traveled, whether it was to go on vacation or maybe just went on a long walk. When you travel for a long time, what starts to happen? You start to get hungry, right? So our wise men probably had some snacks and things with them to help keep them from getting too hungry on their trip. So today you have in your snack bag, in your day 3 bag, you have a trail mix selection. So I want you to get a cup. Okay, I'm using a glass so you can see everything that I'm putting in here. But just get some kind of a cup, small cup, and you'll notice you've got in here, you've got some goldfish, and you've got some pretzel sticks, and some raisins, and some M&Ms. Whoops. So you notice on Monday, we said our snack was really salty because we had bugles and oyster crackers and pretzels. And then yesterday, our snack was really sweet because it was Rice Krispie Treat and M&Ms. Today, it's a mix of sweet and salty, right? Because that's typically what we do for a trail mix. So this is really easy. Just going to open the bags and dump them into your cup. And you can just use some of the pretzels if you want, or you can put them all in there. I'm just going to put in a few. And then we have our goldfish. Put those in there too. Some goldfish in. And then we'll put in our raisins. And raisins are funny because some people love raisins and some people don't like raisins at all. I love raisins. I think they're great. So we'll put some raisins in there. And then, of course, our sweet M&Ms. We'll put those in there too. And then we have, and you can use a pretzel stick to stir it around, we have a yummy trail mix snack for long journeys, right? So today you can just sit back because we're not going on a journey, obviously, you're at home, but you can sit back and relax and enjoy this fun snack. So that is the end of our Vacation Bible School. We hope that you've enjoyed this week and had a lot of fun. But we also hope you've learned a lot about the Christmas story and the true meaning of Christmas. Remember, we're still in the Christmas season. A lot of people in today's world want to celebrate Christmas all the way up until Christmas Day, and then they stop and they put all the Christmas things away. For us in the church, we've started celebrating Christmas on Christmas, and we continue to celebrate Christmas for the next couple of weeks. So remember that the Christmas season lasts after Christmas, and keep celebrating. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.